It's been a while. It's time to catch up on our favorite series. Roll for Sandwich. It's been a minute. Time to catch up. We have
back with another prime.
171 is where we're at, and it's currently at 181. So we got about 10 to watch. So we got some juice. All right, let's get it.
Good afternoon, D&D, TikTok, and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'm going to be using these water dice from Dispel Dice that I got from their recent Kickstarter. Let's get it going. Roll for bread. 4, rye bread. Today's random bread fact, rye is short for Ryan. All right, let's roll for our main.
What?
10, bologna. All right, I'll take bologna. Nothing to complain about.
Bologna's
There are
pretty
definitely worse options I could have landed on. I'll take it. Next up, let's roll for cheese. 1, strawberry cream cheese. All right.
Wait.
Interesting. I like this.
Okay. I'm going to put you on something real quick. Low key, this shit's kind of fire as a chip dip. You didn't hear it from me, though.
Stuff on a nice plain bagel, but I've never used it on a sandwich. It's still pretty savory though, just with a light strawberry taste, a little tartness and a little sweetness. So it might not be that bad. And bologna mostly just tastes like salt and fat, so
No, like
best
salty
case
chips,
scenario
like
for strawberry
Tostinos.
cream cheese. Next
Just
up,
saying.
let's roll our roughage.
It hits diff.
6 avocado and 8 raw garlic. All right, let's get into our free shavacado here. Again, I think so far we're doing okay.
Why are you booing him?
Avocado
He's
is mostly
right.
savory and just more fat. Its
Thank
creaminess
you.
will pair nicely with the cream cheese. I can get on board with this so far.
I'm actually
The
not a big
garlic is a
avocado
little
guy.
bit more of a
It's okay.
stretch.
I don't mind
Wouldn't
guac,
necessarily
but-
think to pair garlic with strawberry, but who knows? Might be surprised. I don't know. I've still got hope for this one. With the right wild magic and sauce, maybe it'll pull together. I guess we'll see. Next up, let's roll our wild magic. 15, glitter. All right, so what I have here is called luster dust. It's an edible powder that is what makes this potion look so magical. And I guess what we're gonna do is sprinkle some of
Let's
this
go roll for
onto our
sandwich
sandwich
Dino dance,
and make it
dino
sparkle.
dance.
I've heard it said that we eat with our eyes first. Yummy. Last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go. 16, garlic habanero.
I have to ask, how did glitter even make it onto the list? Because that part of the list is called what? Is that wild magic? Like, there's red pepper flakes and tahine and...
First time
But-
seeing sandwich review live dino dance.
But glitter?
16, garlic habanero. The universe has proclaimed more garlic. I like this sauce despite being habanero based. It's not incredibly spicy, and it does have a good garlic kick to it. Let's go ahead and get our sandwich closed up here. Get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half. Now let's take a look at that cross section. All right, I've seen worse. Well, from Monday's episode, this seems pretty tame, but I guess we won't know until we taste it. Here goes. That is a lot of garlic and spicier than I thought it would be. The strawberry doesn't come through a lot. It does add a little bit of a tanginess. It's actually not that bad. Honestly, with some adjustments, this could be a pretty decent sandwich. After last week's paste debacle, I will take extra garlic any day. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 7.1, and I'm going to call it the Van Helsing. Have a great day, and I'll see you Wednesday.
It wasn't the
Good
worst, but it
afternoon,
wasn't
D&D,
anything
TikTok,
crazy.
and beyond, and welcome to Roll for...
Wait, this is just instantly loop now? That's new. Wait, what is this? Wait, is he doing react content to his own stuff? Yo, W. My guy is learning and hopping on the content train. Let's go.
TikTok and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let fate decide my lunch. Let's go. Today I'll be using these half and half black and orange dice that I bought for myself.
Jackson's a
Thanks,
pen.
me.
Gothic violin.
Let's get it started with our roll for bread. 2, cinnamon raisin bread. It's called cinnamon raisin bread because wrinkly old grape bread doesn't sell very well. Next, let's roll for our main.
Do you guys like cinnamon raisin bread? I'm not going to give my take. Do you guys like cinnamon raisin?
9, Braunschweiger. There are actually several sausages that go by this name depending on region, but here in the US it typically refers to this smoked liver sausage. It's similar to, but not exactly the same as liverwurst, which is typically unsmoked. It's creamy and salty and has an irony taste, which is
Toasted with butter, it's good. That is the correct take.
typical of organ meats, but I quite like it.
I don't really like it otherwise. Buttered with toasted with butter is the only way I really like it. Even cinnamon raisin bagels, same thing.
Next up, let's roll for cheese.
I do like it though, but like not beyond that. Like not as like a sandwich, you know what I mean?
Cheese. 3, Havarti. I have already had this cheese on the show several times before.
I see what
but
he did
I don't
there.
mind featuring it again. It's delicious and should pair really well here. Next up, let's run it through the garden.
I see what he did there.
Double nines, extra spinach. Well, this is a little bit of a relief because I was worried that this bag of spinach was going to spoil, and now I get to use basically all of it on this sandwich.
It's enough slices!
Next up, let's hit it with a little wild magic. 8, dill. I feel like I've been getting dill a lot lately. Also, it feels super weird sprinkling herbs on dry spinach. I feel like it's just all gonna fall off. And last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. Here we go.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
18, roasted garlic jam. Apparently, it's the week of garlic. This savory jam should be interesting. It obviously contains garlic. It looks like there's onion, brown sugar, balsamic vinegar. Seems
it's
to be
way
a
thicker
decent
than
amount
I
of
thought.
rosemary
Ooh.
too, which I'm not a big fan of rosemary, so that's my only worry. But honestly, I think this jam will pair really good with this bread and with the bitterness of the spinach. I can kind of see this working overall.
I'm not against
Let's
it,
go ahead
but
and
it's
get our
much thicker
sandwich
than I
closed
thought.
up here. Get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's get it cut in half. And let's take a look at that cross section.
Kind of just looks like a spinach
All right,
sandwich.
doesn't look too bad. Well, I have to say, I'm not incredibly worried about this one. I've gotten the pairing of Braunschweiger and cinnamon raisin bread before, and it turned out to be okay. Let's taste this one. Huh, this is really quite interesting. The spinach, the raisins,
cool.
that roast garlic jam all come together to make kind of a salad dressing flavor, which isn't incredibly out of place. I do definitely taste that rosemary, but it's not
Yeah,
overpowering.
rosemary feels weird to
Can't
me.
really taste the dill we sprinkled on there, which would have paired well with the Havarti. But it all kind of comes together. It's not my favorite combination of flavors, but the flavors make sense together. Yeah, not too bad. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 7.7, and I'm going to call it the Popeye.
I kind of want to try that meat he did. This thing? It actually looks like kind of decent. I don't know. It looks like it'd be very like salty and savory. If that makes any sense. Next.
D&D TikTok and beyond, and welcome
I gotta
to
do it from the
Roll for
beginning. I gotta hit it
Sandwich.
at the very
Good
beginning.
afternoon, D&D
Here we go.
TikTok and beyond, and welcome to Roll for Sandwich, the series where I let
To the
fate
list?
decide my lunch. Let's go.
Maybe.
Today I'll be using these cheese dice that were sent in by a viewer. Thanks. Let's get things started with our roll for bread. 2, Hawaiian. Fun fact, the small sweet buns that we know of as Hawaiian bread in the U.S. is actually Portuguese sweetbread that was first brought to Hawaii by Portuguese immigrants. Next up,
I did not know that one. Number 2, you know those little like the little hexagon ones they sell, the Hawaiian dinner rolls? Dude, those things are gas. I didn't know you could get slices of that roll. That might have to go on the list, actually. Hold up. You said it's called Portuguese sweetbread? I wonder if I could search it that way. For those who don't know, I am Portuguese. My mom's Portuguese. And one of the things I haven't had since I went there last, like 12 years ago, are tapas. They're like these little circular pastries, and they're so good. Portuguese bread. Wait, is it Portuguese sweetbread or Portuguese bread?
small sweet buns that we know of as Hawaiian bread in the U.S. is actually Portuguese sweetbread. That was
sweetbread. Okay. Wait, sliced Hawaiian sweetbread? Is that it? Oh, it's likely out of stock at this place, though. Shit. Dude, it's likely out of stock at every store. What the f... Oh, man. All right, I'll check back later. I'll have it. I have it, though. I got it marked.
was first brought to Hawaii by Portuguese immigrants. Next up, let's
You can buy it directly from them on their website. Dude, I feel like...
roll for Maine.
I don't know. I feel weird ordering bread online. I don't know why. I know there's
can.
nothing
Bologna
wrong with it,
from
but...
the-
I'm
on
sure my
their
bologna
website.
does have a first name, but we're not really there yet.
Chad, do you
We're
like
kind of more
bologna?
just deli acquaintances.
I love bologna.
Next
Bologna's
up, let's roll
fire.
for cheese. 3, quesadilla cheese. Queso
Also, to
quesadilla.
answer your question, no, I don't speak Portuguese. My dad was terrified that I wasn't going to learn English properly because I spoke Portuguese mostly as a child. So then my mom stopped teaching me it, and then I forgot it. So the only thing I know how to respond is when people ask me "Tu fala português," is I just say no idea. So basically, when people ask me if I speak it, nope. That's the only question I know how to answer at this point. Is, do you know how to speak Portuguese? Nope.
Northern Mexico.
Because I've been asked it so many times that I know how to say when people ask me, "Do you speak it?" Nope. That's the only phrase I know at this point.
Style cheese that
Oh, it's now. You're right. Did I even forgot that? Oh my god. Anyways,
cheese. 3 quesadilla cheese. Queso quesadilla is a northern Mexican style cheese.
you just triggered a core memory because I had a little cousin. Yo, hang on. Okay, not to flame him. Not to flame his ass. I mean, he doesn't speak English. I haven't talked to him since he was like 3. But his name, first off, it got f***ed at a spawn. His name was Ugu. I was like, damn, dude, that's tough. But he would say no to everything. Like, everything. Like, anyone asked him a question, he would always go, no. And you just triggered, like, he would sound like a cat. And you just triggered a core memory of when I was a kid, when I was there, and like anytime anyone said anything, he would just go, no. And I was like, I was going fucking bananas back then. And I was like, dude, I can't even get mad at you. You've literally lost at spawn, man. That's tough.
That, hold on a sec. Jeez. Oh, come on. Easy, open my ass.
A few moments later.
Okay, all right. Well, this cheese is very creamy and melts super well.
Wait, what was the cheese? Wait, I missed it.
Cheese. Next up, let's roll for cheese. 3 quesadilla cheese. Queso quesadilla is a northern Mexican style cheese that, hold on a sec.
That's going on the list. That looks gas. All right, it's on the list.
It is a northern Mexican style cheese that,
that looks gas.
Hold on a sec.
Long things is 9 months. Sweet things is 9 months.
Oh, come on.
Egos aside, flat.
Easy, open my ass.
A few moments later.
Okay, all right. Well, this cheese is very creamy and melts super well. It has a tiny bit of a bite, and as the name suggests, is prime quesadilla cheese. Today we're going to see how it goes on a sandwich. So far, I think we've got a winner. The creamy cheese will be right at home with the fatty and salty bologna. Were I in full control of this sandwich, I'd toss this one on the grill right now. All right, next up, let's roll roughage. 1 water chestnuts and 7 watermelon. I am not a fan of water chestnuts. Though, to be fair, I'm not sure I've ever had fresh ones. But anytime I order a dish that happens to have these in it, I have to pick them out. I just really don't like the flavor or the texture. So that's an L. And unfortunately, I don't like watermelon either. I know, it's a well-loved summer treat here in the...
Watermelon is pretty decent, but it's so overhyped. It's good in the summer when you're outside and it's hot, but you know what's also good outside when it's hot? A nice cold glass of water. Overhyped as
US. I'm just not a big fan of the flavor of basically any sort of melon that I've tried. So yeah, double L on roughage today. All right, let's hit it with a little wild magic.
This is 16 months.
12 Red Hot Riplets. Red Hot Riplets are a St. Louis-based brand of barbecue potato chip, and they sell their spicy seasoning by itself. All right, last but not least, it's the D20 sauce roll. 16 garlic habanero hot sauce. Okay, now I'm starting to think we're in some kind of garlic curse. This is what, the 3rd or 4th episode in a row with some kind of garlic ingredient? That's okay though, I don't mind. This sauce is pretty good. Let's go ahead and get our sandwich closed up here. Get our toothpicks in to hold it together, and let's go ahead and get it cut in half. Now let's take a look at that cross section. That doesn't look bad. Well, I don't know. The roughage might have ruined it, but I guess we'll find out. Let's give this one a taste. Yeah, those flavors still come through, though not as bad. I honestly think if it was just the watermelon, this might have been salvageable. But the flavor of the water chestnuts, it's harder to cover up. It definitely could have been a lot worse. And that spice and sauce combo probably saved it a couple points. I'm going to go ahead and give this one a 4.7, and I'm going to call it the hot water. Thanks for hanging out today. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again on Wednesday.
I thought it would be actually a little bit lower than that.